Welcome back, Dostan. Today, we're diving into the heart of every middle-class Indian family's monthly budget, the income tax return. Filing taxes feels less like a civic duty and more like walking a tightrope while juggling bills, EMIs, and dreams for a better future. Over the next few minutes, we'll break down the complex world of income tax and its impact on middle-class families. We'll talk about deductions that look good on paper but don't quite cut it in real life, and the struggle to save for the future when the present feels like a constant uphill battle.
You know those tax saving schemes everyone keeps talking about? ATC, ATD 24B. They sound like secret codes, don't they? Well, they kind of are. The government offers these deductions to help us save tax, but they often feel woefully inadequate. Rising school fees, skyrocketing medical expenses, and rent or EMIs eat into a huge chunk of our salaries, leaving the average middle-class family feeling cheated.
We've got all these tax slabs, rebates and whatnot, but at the end of the day, many of us end up paying a huge chunk of our hard-earned money as tax. We're stuck in this vicious cycle of earning more, moving up tax brackets, but not seeing a real increase in our spending power. It's no wonder that the middle class feels squeezed dry.
Let's talk about disposable income, the money we actually have left after paying taxes and essential bills. For many middle-class families, this is a shrinking pie. High taxes mean less money for things that really matter, like education for our children, healthcare for our families, and saving for the future.
Remember when 100 rupees felt like a lot of money? Well, inflation has a way of changing that. Our tax brackets don't always keep up, so while our salaries might increase with inflation, we end up in higher tax brackets, paying more tax without any real increase in our purchasing power. It's like running on a treadmill. We're working hard, but not really getting anywhere.
Let's be honest. Understanding the Indian tax system feels like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. There are so many forms, rules, and exemptions that it's enough to make anyone's head spin. It's no wonder that many middle-class families end up hiring professionals to navigate this maze, adding another expense to their already stretched budgets.
In many developed countries, Social Security provides a safety net, a sense of reassurance. But in India, we're largely on our own. Retirement planning, emergency funds, our children's education, it all falls on our shoulders. And guess what? Even those savings get taxed. It's a double whammy for the Indian middle class.
You work hard, you save diligently, you think you're being responsible. But even your hard-earned interest from savings accounts and fixed deposits gets taxed. This taxation on savings discourages investment and perpetuates the cycle of financial insecurity.
Remember when GST was introduced and we were promised a simpler, more transparent tax system? Well, the reality is, while GST might have simplified some things, it's also led to an increase in the cost of goods and services. And who bears the brunt of this? The middle class, of course. It's another layer of taxation that adds to our financial woes. So, Dostan, we've seen how the Indian income tax system, while well-intentioned, often ends up putting immense pressure on the very backbone of our nation, the middle class. It's time for a conversation about creating a tax structure that is fairer, more equitable, and truly empowers the middle class to thrive. We need a system that recognizes the real struggles of families trying to make ends meet, encourages savings and investment, and ensures access to essential services like education and healthcare without pushing people into financial distress. The Indian middle class is resilient, resourceful, and always striving for a better tomorrow. It's time our tax system reflects that spirit, empowering them to achieve their dreams, not burden them with unnecessary financial strain.